going back over to the meme thing, and here's my personal thought about memes. There was a meme that was circulating maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and maybe longer than that. It showed a picture of a young Barack Obama. He must have been in college or something like that. He was wearing one of those Che hats.
Yeah.
It didn't have the communist star on it, but it was that same style. And he was holding like a six-shooter in his right hand, and he had a cigarette. And below the meme is something that said, here's a picture of young Barack Obama. Let's see if the left, and then some call to action. Let's see if the left really circulates this, or let's
Yeah.
get this trending, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, something about this isn't right. And so I hopped online and confirmed my suspicions was that the meme with young Barack Obama holding the six-shooter in his right hand. Barack Obama's left-handed. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this is garbage, and
Yeah.
it made me understand that memes are in essence, they're not trying to sway you, at least from my perspective. What I see, they're not trying to sway you one way or another. They're instead a person with a particular perspective. They're more trying to solidify
Yes.
that perspective.
Yes.
They're not trying to sway the argument one way
Yeah.
or the other. And I've got
And be incendiary at the same time.
yes, yes, and the places that I go to, as far as, because I depend upon social media a lot to see what's going on with my friends at home, to see what's going on in the U.S., things like that. I'm to the point right now where I just scroll through memes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unless it's a geek joke or something like that,
Yeah.
I'm really not interested.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny you say that because, for me, I have never until recently posted anything political, anything religious, nothing like that. This all started when my sister and my dad, we've gotten into arguments about Trump and all that stuff. And to my sister, your opinion, what you say in a public forum, because she's calling that a public forum, does not matter unless you're running for office.
Wait, say that one more time.
So, my sister gives me a hard time because she's like, well, you know what? You argue about this and you're so passionate, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you run for office?
Okay.
Because I don't want my life and all my sins to be exposed on the camera in front of the whole world. I just don't really relish that thing. And I just never really had an interest. But I look at it as, as a citizen of the United States trying to defend a democracy, it is a requirement of everybody to speak out when they feel that there's tyranny. That's just how I feel. So,
Right.
But my sister is like, she gets mad at me. And when I say mad, she gets, that's my sister. So she's like, why don't you run for office? So, and her and I have had these debates. And so, in her eyes, because she goes, well, if you run for office, then I'd vote for you. And I go, why? Why does it take me to run for office to vote for doing what I think is the right thing? Not even saying, I'm not judging whether she thinks is the right thing. We have that debate, right? And I give her, my viewpoint, but so I finally said, okay, I'm going to start the YouTube channel. So in the meantime, what I did, and this is kind of where it comes full circle, is I started posting stuff on Facebook about Trump. And I was doing it beforehand just because I've gotten frustrated with this whole thing. But then now it's become more of I'm going to post this and see what happens.
Okay. Are you being incendiary, or are you trying to open a dialogue, or are you trying to be both?
I think I'm being both.
Okay.
Definitely. Because now, lately I've had a couple people say to me, listen, your posts have become, or not have become, your posts do not make me change my mind about Trump. They make me, because you're poking, it just makes me not want to listen to what you say because you're not being positive about it. Now, I thought about that because my sister told me this and another guy told me this, and I thought about it, and I was like, here's my thing about that. How many times have I seen these same people post incendiary memes, and now they want me to be the positive one? And I'm not trying to do a whataboutism here. I'm just trying to say that it's hypocritical at best, right?
Let me dovetail off of this in regards to two things. My most recent, I guess, thing that could be considered close to a political commentary was I posted online that because last month was Gay Pride Month.
Yeah.
Okay.
You finally came out.
You're a handsome man. Don't think I haven't noticed. It's the goatee. It's very
I know.
much the goatee.
I know. You didn't see me with this the last time I was up in Germany, did you? Did I not have this?
No, that's a Mickey Rourke kind of
Mickey Rourke
type thing going. Yeah. I think
so my guy I work with, not to detract this, but just as a quick joke, he calls me Chubby Iron Man. That's what he calls me.
Very, very nice.
Join us on Polis, where we work to find common ground through discourse. We will talk about all things, political or otherwise. This is an open forum for discussion about all aspects of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.